What are we going to be doing now? Trying to figure it out. Okay, there it is. What color are we doing? Purple. We're talking about complex numbers. We're going to add a couple complex numbers together. All right. So you need to see the previous video, and so you didn't get too far behind. So let's say we've got two complex numbers here. 5 plus I. Let's put parentheses around it, just because. Plus 6 plus I. Let's simplify. Okay. So we want to get it in this standard form. A plus BI. The real part plus the imaginary part. I remember when I was first learning this stuff tripped me out, man. Anyway, so we want to get in this form. Want to get A, want to get B. Okay, so let's look at the real part of this complex number. Let's add it to the real part of that complex number. So what does that give us? 11. Plus, we have I plus I is 2I. So there's nothing else we can do there. Okay, let's move. Let's move right along. All right, let's look at this one here. 2 minus I. Okay, I'm going to put parentheses around it. Here's the reason. The real reason why you put parentheses is because of this minus sign. 4 minus 3I. Okay, we want to simplify. Now, actually, you know what? I think what I'm going to do here is just write it straight on down. Okay. All right. 2 minus I. We got to distribute this negative across inside. Right? It's going to make that a positive. Okay, let's look at the real parts. 2 minus 4 is negative 2. And we have a negative I and a plus 3I. That's going to give us a plus. What's that going to give us? 2I. Yeah. All right, standard form. There it is. Bam. Okay, let's take a look at another one here. Negative 3 plus the square root. And you just thought all these were going to be easy, didn't you? Oh no. Anyway, there's an entire subject out there that deals with complex numbers. And that is complex analysis. And if you ever get bored, you ought to take the class. I may eventually have it up here on the website eventually. Okay, I had that class many moons ago. We got to do something here. We need to break that thing down. Okay? So we're probably going to rewrite this several times. Now, we did this in the previous video. I want to simplify this. This become, you know what? Let's do some side work over here. How about that? Some side work. This can be rewritten as the square root of, let's say, 2 times 2 squared times negative 1. So we did this several times in the previous video. You need to watch it if you can. Okay, so this can be broken up as the square root of 2. The square root of 2 squared and the square root of negative 1, which is actually going to be, so the square, right, we're going to square root a square, so that's just going to be 2. Can't do nothing here. Square root of negative 1 is I. So this all reduces down to 2 square roots of 2 times I. Plus 5 minus, now we got to do the same thing here, so let's go ahead and do that right over here for right now. till we get comfortable enough to skip some steps. All right. So this is 2 times 25 times -1. We can break this up as the square root of 2 times the square root of 25 times the square root of -1. Okay, the square root of 25, we're going to bring that out front. I. How's that? So this is going to reduce down to 5 times the square root of 2i. Okay? Now let's take a look at what we got here. Here's our real parts, so let's add them together. -3 plus 5 is 2. Right? Is going to be 2. And where are we at here? Oh, so these are two like terms right here. 2 times the square root of 2. Because of this radical right here, square root of 2 I should say, are like terms. So we have 2 minus 5 is going to be -3 square roots of 2i. Okay, that's a 2 under there, by the way. All right, -3. So there you go. That's been simplified down. Let's move along. Move along. Okay. What are we doing now? Let's do one more here. Here's an easy one. Okay, 12i minus, I don't know why this one's even in here. Why even have this? You should be able to get this. So we have 12i minus, let's distribute that negative across, makes that a plus 7i. All right, here's our real part. We'll bring that out front because we got to get this in standard form. And then we have 12i plus 7i, 7, 8, 9, that's 19i, yeah. Plus 19i. Bam, there it is. Okay, I think we'll end it right there. In the next section, we're going to do some multiplication. I think I might have mentioned that in this section. So we know how to add, subtract, right? Simplify, get that complex number in the standard form. All right. Okay, I'll see you there.